Meth or ice has taken root across
Mm.
our islands, from record-breaking drug busts in Samoa to rising youth violence in American Samoa. It's no longer a hidden crisis. In Fiji, some say meth is easier to find than food. That's ridiculous. Yet we rarely talk about it. Shame, silence, and fear continue to hold communities hostage. So we ask, how do we break the silence? What are your real solutions, cultural, legal, or spiritual, that our panel believes could help our people fight back and heal? All right, the floor is yours.
One of the reasons why we're seeing this is a big part is because of failed policy. Yeah, we talked about point of entry. We talked about not having enough manpower to protect our border. But I remember I was going to college back in ASCC many moons ago, and the government was talking about, oh, we're gonna invest millions of dollars in rehab and in rehab center rehabilitation. I was just there 2 months ago, and the Fono is still talking about the so-called millions of dollars to build this rehab center they've been talking about for over 10 years now. So our government is failing. It's failing in that aspect. But yeah, rehab I feel like is trying to address the problem by putting a band-aid on it. But going back to the issue of how do we prevent it? Yeah, stronger borders, and we need a better economy. Yeah, like brother said, kids are saying it's easier to sell drugs. In a day you can make 2 weeks wages in a day. uh, and that's sad if that's the best option when it comes to getting money for yourself and for your family. And so yeah, we need a better economy. We need to, and it goes back to policy. What can our leaders do to make sure that we have better jobs? But from someone who lives and seeing the vibe, or the espíritu datu tangata back, it was really really sad. And I shared this earlier. You go back home and you remember growing up, everybody and their mama was just roaming the streets, and you say hi to your neighbor and to your kausogas and to your family. Oh my tipini. Say hi to ila masabi balitanga talungan awan. It's very, very, it's like ghost town. I walk from Ili Ili and my brother and my sister-in-law's house all the way to Pavaiai, and I've only saw two other people walking on the road. The entire, everything else is car. But it all boils down to Olana Mafuang Aisea, because it's dangerous. I talked to my brother, and you know, life I saw my show also for my I don't want my kids on the street. Because of their safety. But with that fear, you would think that would mobilize us and motivate us to do something about it. Uh, brings me to complacency. And what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to say the government is the answer. I'm also saying us, the people, are too. Uh, we need to also do our part in holding them accountable, strengthening our communities in our churches and in our villages, uh, not just in the fono and in the but also within the small, but supposed to be the strongest unit in the country, and that unit is the unit of the family. Uh, Le'ai, mata ina, o na laing o le whaavai o tangata, o le muai a o onga. And so, that e o fo I lo lava ai, kai Samoa. We need to do better, even in our